Hello, hello, the summer hat is back. That's right, that means I've been making it through some of the basement boxes, and I got to a box that had my hats in it, so hat collection is coming out. There are things going on, there are updates to be had. Also got my fingernails painted, but that's not gonna last long. Did it myself. There's obviously home manicures in the works here. Look at this, look at what's happening. First off, whole bunch of shutters. These are a forest green. I also had some exterior paint matched in this color for the doors. I know there are so many thoughts on colors and shutters. This has taken up a lot of my mental space, probably more of my mental space than it should have. So I'm just going with this. It'll be fresh, it'll be nice, and there we go. Got some brown mulch to throw. I've been working on this bed in layers. Of course, Travis is driving behind me in some equipment here. Got bulbs and things in here, but of course we're not really gonna see many of those probably till end of the summer or even another year. So I've just done this in layers. Went to Walmart last week, got 2 different varieties of hostas, and they had pink calla lilies, so hello calla lilies, and I've been staggering these. Again, there are other bulbs in here planted, but we gotta get this front flower bed going. Yes, we do. Goes all the way down here, and then you can see, I know, those windows and that wood paneling stuff. Yeah. So anyway, those shutters are coming off, at least for now. And then I got a certain brown tone, because our pool is gonna be like a tan and brown. A lot of our buildings we're doing are in browns. Our rocks are brown, our trees are brown. So anyway, I'm just going with it. I'm gonna get all of this freshly painted, and we're gonna get these shutters on. But anyway, what I'm trying to show you is the rest of this bed, at least with some stuff started, but wait, there's more. We'll get to it in a minute. And then another thing that's been going on, so we hung a flagpole, but it comes down at a weird angle. Travis is fabricating a bracket for me so I can get it. I like them straight. We also got more of the plants hung. So got a fern there, and a red geranium, and a fern, and a geranium. And then Zion had hung these plant brackets. See, these are important things in life, ladies. And then this flower pot, shade, perfect, because that's what we're doing out front here. It was marked down $6 at Walmart. So of course I was like, I can give you a home. So today's layers are, got the shutters, got them almost for the whole house, not quite. I think I'm gonna need 3 more sets. So I've just been placing them around to stare at them, talk to them, get to know them. And right there, those are the boxes for the zip tie dome, so that's the next big upcoming project. Yes, Amelia. Amelia was like, I was inspecting the plants. So these are for the next layer for this front garden. So what I'm gonna do, Amelia, see so many pretty things. And that's a fancy dancy plant I was gonna put in between those windows there. Isn't that neat? That's gonna go in between the bedroom windows. I thought that would be fun. We got a clematis because I have something for it to grow up. Just all kinds of plants. So now I'm gonna work on getting them set out where I wanna plant them. starting to look like I live here. Amelia is repotting some potato vine that I got, because again, the front part of the house, lots of shade, little bit of afternoon sun, and I had some empty pots on the porch and I got those potato vines to grow in them. So here's her work so far. This one looks like it's all repotted nicely. This one, she just ran off to get more dirt, so I'm sure when she's done, this will be sitting on the top. And then, of course, this bench came with the house. It needs to be repainted. It's on the list. I have another table like this I think I'll get and put right here beside it. Okay, so I'll show you what it looks like standing down here. Big analyzation, and I know professional landscapers are gonna be like, Jamerrill, do these 10 things, and I don't know them, so I'm sorry, but this is what I would do if I wasn't filming it for YouTube anyway. This is follow the journey. So I've tried to keep my hostas and lower things in the front. Now this hydrangea bush, I know these can get big, so yeah, I might scooch my flag up a little bit, get that in there, but they are so gorge, as Amelia would say. That bush, it was something like, I want to say a bowling ball bush. I forget the name for it. That one, actually the tag was off and they had to go back and look for it. So I don't have any other information on it other than it doesn't get too big, but it's not a miniature. Then I have one of the miniature spruces here, a dwarf Alberta spruce, one of my all-time favorites. This fun little grass, that's a perennial, it'll come back. This purple will come back, some more of that grass, another Alberta spruce. Now, even the other day, Naomi and I, we planted a lot of ferns back here, and then she did 2 pink peonies here and 2 pink over there. And then I've also done a lot of hollyhocks towards the back and kind of mixed in. So I'm being mindful of what I know will be coming up at some point in life. Let's see, this juniper. This is what it is, blue star juniper. It will get 2 to 3 feet high, 3 to 4 feet wide. I know that takes quite a while, but I still thought I would just kind of plant it back there. It'll have lots of room. This fun ornamental plant, I think I'm gonna do the clematis behind it, and I have some metal for it to grow up. I just have to go get it. Then I think what I'm gonna do here is actually going to bring those calla lilies forward and plant the hydrangea back there a little bit. There's some more grass, another hostas. Then this plant here, I was trying to just focus on the front. We've got the whole side to do too, but that'll be another day. Let's see, a boxwood. I know these grow slowly, 4 feet high, 4 feet wide. So yeah, I just thought I'd do it here, and for several years it'll grow slow. And then this beautiful thing, I know it has pink flowers. This is another one, 4 feet high, 4 feet wide. It takes a bit though, but I still thought to end this side of the garden and also to start what will eventually be my shot down this side of the house. Look at these guys, you know what these are? I got a bunch of meat birds. Finally, it all worked out. So we don't have their zip tie dome yet, and they're enjoying getting some free ranging time in. Also, the kids and I started the other day, and you can see some of it's fallen, but we've got a ton of rocks, and lining gardens with rocks has always been my favorite. So we will rock up the whole place. But here's how we're looking. Eventual projects, I think this whole peak, we've got 3 peaks like this, one at the front and then either end of the house. It looks so good in cedar, like cedar shake, but again, not there yet. Oh, Amelia, that looks so good. So Amelia brought us another table from the back deck. And these will vine and grow. They will be lovely. I'm just gonna turn this one like this. There's Travis. I know he can get me truck beds full of mulch, but I wanted some today. I did not want to wait, story of my life. So this was less than $5 a bag. I got 10 bags and I thought it would be enough to get us going here. Okay, so now I'm gonna dig and work on getting this all in. that one that I just planted is really beautiful. I've never had one of those before. I could definitely see mixing those in. It is called a wild berry. Let me read you the bottle. Get a splash of purple in your garden. Large, scalloped, incredibly glossy leaves are a bold shade of purple. Charcoal veins accent the leaves. We like that. Dark stems hold rosy, pink, and white flowers. Then it says, thrives in part shade, but will grow in full shade. So, anyway, that's what I figured since we got partial shade going on here. For a time reference with where the sun is, it is 5 o'clock in the evening. I'm just saying afternoon, it's still daytime. I love this summer weather where it's still sunshine until about 9 here in Virginia. And I know part of the quandary today while standing there at Lowe's was I already have nice wide shutters on the front of this house, 3 sets. Could have painted them, and I thought about that. And I asked myself, do you want to do that, Jamerrill? And I decided no, I don't want to. So I bought sets, but I did have them match the paint, and I'm going to use the match paint, its exterior of course, for doors. And I'm gonna hold on to these shutters. I might feel something different later, but I just didn't want to paint shutters. I don't mind planting tons of bushes. Don't mind raising meat birds. Don't mind painting doors. But for some reason, I thought of painting shutters and I thought, I don't want to, so I'm not. I'm gonna tell you my meat bird story. And turkeys are coming up here too. So, friend of mine, probably 2 weeks ago now, she was at Tractor Supply, and Tractor Supply had a bunch of what they called broilers, which is the meat birds. These are the jumbo Cornish cross. They had them in at least a few days old. So she saw them, she went ahead and bought them all because she's raising chickens, she's raising ducks, and she thought, I'm gonna go ahead and do some meat birds. She heard about my first experience with the hatchery, so she thought she'd just wait and see if Tractor Supply got any in. Anyway, she hit the lottery, went in that day. She has a wonderful God idea business that's food service related. She does a lot of festivals, does a lot of wonderful things. Well, out of nowhere, she received an opportunity to take part in a storefront location. And so that is like full steam ahead. If she's gonna do that, it's just gonna take her summer. So she was like, I know someone who wants to do meat birds. So she called me. Of course, I'll put you down, I'll put you down. There you go. I have been more than ready to do meat birds. Also, you gotta love, got my Not Today heifer shirt on. I've got my 4 meat birds I'm currently raising. So I bought them from her. So 19 plus the 4 I'm already raising, we've got 23, but I'm going to practice on my 4 that I've been raising for. Seems like a while, I gotta look at my calendar. Am I at 5 weeks now, maybe 6 weeks? Don't know, they're getting big. So anyway, we have some outdoor poultry netting that I went ahead and I've put these meat birds in, but they get out and they free range, and I'm fine with that. A lot of our other birds are free ranging too, which is great. Next big project for this week though is to do the zip tie dome. That's big enough for 50 to 100 birds. It's gonna be huge, gonna be over yonder, and then once that's done, I will get all the meat birds in there. I guess on the project list, we're still waiting on pool delivery, picking up sheep, probably the day that this video comes out on June 5th-ish. Then once we get the pool done, the next big project after this is I want to build the chickens and turkeys another big enclosed run so that when I want them up, they can stay up, and when I want them out, they can come out. Okay, so I'm thinking of all my garden places, although I could get another one. My temptation, because I'm also thinking this side of the house out the garage that's gonna face the playhouse and the pool and the trampoline and where we spend a lot of time. I was thinking, oh, it would look perfect to have this and a clematis in between the 2 windows. I will do a different clematis. I have committed to only put these plants in this front garden today, even though the temptation is there. Okay, thanks for listening. I talked myself through it. I think I'm gonna also, since I'm gonna be digging up, there's a calla lily. I don't think you can see it at the moment, but there's a hostas in front of my fancy ornamental bush. So if I move that up a little bit and then put my fancy bush plant up a little farther, and then we'll have the clematis in the background, I think we'll be okay. I'm gonna show you why, as an example, for this window, I'm gonna use brown trim instead of white. First off, we got lots of wood here that's now kind of this yellow color. And with this window, you can see it's an old 60-year-old window, right? And I just think the brown is gonna cover a multitude of sins. And I think that with the dark brown trim and then this forest green, I just think it will look fresh, which is my goal in life. Here was my great quandary, but I feel like if this clematis is growing up big white flowers and then we have this twisty bush in front of it, I just think it'll look nice. Now we got chickens coming through this garden. Chickens and gardens do not mix. No, no. This is why our big back garden has a fence around it. But as I say, coming up real soon, and this will help this project get way up on the project list fast, quick, and in a hurry, is the large run for the chickens. Yes and amen. Enjoy it while you can, girlfriends. I was just telling Travis that with the green shutters, now this is important to me, and I did this without even realizing I was doing it. I'm really feeling the color purple. I've got lots of purples and pinks going on here, but all the purple's really popping, and I can just see that being a complementary color growing wise with this green that I'm doing, because I've always naturally gone for red as being more of an accent color, and so now I think I'm gonna pull into purple. And then this beautiful flower, I'm planting all perennials, by the way, so that means they will be back every year. This one says mature size, 4 feet high, 4 feet wide, cold hardy, beautiful pinkish purple flowers. Thinking I'm gonna plant this one actually at the corner of the house. Had that bush that's there. I think I'm gonna bring that bush forward and do this right around the corner, hoping it'll kind of grow around both sides. Okay, boxwood, purple flowering bush that I'm hoping will kind of go around the corner. There's that cool bush. I've got the Picture This app on my phone. Just want to see what this is. It might be a ground cover I want. Sometimes I've had that happen, so I don't want to pull it up. I want to check and see what it is. Another hostas that was here. There's that little juniper. I don't remember everything's name, so I'm just going to point to it. That is another perennial. It's supposed to be a ground cover. It's supposed to spread about 14 inches or so, so just thought it'd be some lovely color. Then again, behind it, there's ferns and peonies planted around this corner. Again, we won't see those probably for another year. Planted that mini spruce under this flag. I know there's hollyhocks, hostas, cow lily from last week's garden layer adventures. Another little thingy. Beautiful purple stuff. See our technical terms? Hostas was here, but still love it. Let's talk about it again. Alberta spruce. That wonderful ball bush. There's some more of that ground cover. Some more hostas here. And then I have yellow daylilies and other lilies peppered throughout this garden as well. There's the other hydrangea bush. And then down there, I see him. There's our naked neck rooster. Travis is back to working on my flagpole. Yay. So now I'm going to start dumping this mulch on here and see how far we get with that. I don't know if y'all like earthworms or not. They don't bother me, but giant earthworm. Amelia, you want a giant earthworm? to go put in the vegetable garden? I don't know which one of my kids will think it's no big deal and go put it in the garden, or say, no, get it away from me. We've got a little bit of both. Okay, so I ran out of mulch, but looking pretty good what I did get to mulch. And of course, picture, you got a picture with me. I know you can do this, right? That rock barrier is gonna come, let's see, all the way down in front of it. Running Liam, gonna look real good. Stick with me. Definitely need more mulch, but I'm happy with how that turned out. And then, obviously, where the mulch stops. But still a good afternoon of progress. It's 6:14 here, Monday, June 1st. Okay, so yeehaw, getting real serious. Travis is gonna drive me 3 minutes away to get some scoops of mulch in the back of his truck so I can finish this front garden mulching tonight. Okay, so this is what 2 scoops of mulch looks like. We were doing our math on it. We figure we definitely needed 1 scoop. They sell it by the scoop. Needed 1. I thought, well, we'll get a second one so I have some extra and I can maybe make my other area a little deeper in mulch. We shall see. It was $39 a scoop, so what is that? Almost 80 bucks. Let's get shoveling. A little more, a little more. Yeah, good, good. We're in the garden now, so again, trying to make things as easy as possible. So priorities, I'm eating a Halo Top, and I'm watching other people work. So Travis has this nifty, what do you call it?
It's an unloader.
It's an unloader for his truck. He's been waiting to use this. Wow, Liam. This is looking good. There were a few other spots, since we have extra mulch, I'd go around and see how like there's some dirt around that plant. Just take, and there's a little dirt by that wall. Just put some extra scoops around, because it can be thicker since we have it. And here could use some more. This is using 9-year-old boy's energy in the evening. It is now 7:49. Looking good though, and that second load matched what we got at Lowe's pretty well. So now we're inspecting. Zion has been working on this zip tie dome. I was just asking him, did it come with all these zip ties? So it would look like a big math problem. It was just following directions. Math was done. Now it will be covered in chicken wire. This is our answer for a chicken tractor. Thank you, Zion. Travis has this tool. Can I see it, Zion? Yes, you're going to show us the tool. Yes. He said he'd been lugging around for 20 years just to cut off the end of tie wraps. Yes. And now it has found its purpose in life. Been working on this evening. Pretty cool. I thought it might be a 10-man job over a week, but no. Oh yes, let's see this tool in action. Perfect. So this is the part of the yard where we will move this up and down, and then if I haven't shown it yet, down yonder is our new chicken coop for our laying hens. That's where we're going to build the run for them as well. So I'm going to show you our outdoor meat bird setup, but as you see, they're going to be in their zip tie dome now real soon. Here they are. My dogs see me. They have a good old time in here. That's some of them. The rest of them are over there. And then some of them are out and mingling with our other chickens. We had some pullets in this cage here. We were bringing them out during the day just to get some air and such, but now they come and go. And now they're congregating. This is a mix of the olive acres and then also the bantams. So here's Mr. Precious. He was banded the other day, about 4 days ago. It's official. Friend for life. I know, you want to go run and play, but I want to show you for a minute. Oh, I was trying to get this. This turkey was just chilling, but then he was like, no, Mom's coming. Party's over. There's Mohawk, the naked neck rooster. So, new coop. I want to do one just like it beside it for ducks and geese and such. But again, we're working through our phases. Midnight, tell us, what do you have to say to the people? You say, I'm glad I'm not the one that was banded. Okay, looking good. Yeah, just take it around that side. I'm gonna go show friends the kittens. So, that's how far the rocks got. This is how far the rocks have to go. So it's been reported all the kittens are up here playing in the sunset, so let's go have a look at them. One was bigger than the other, but they're catching up now. Okay, so this is Panther. This is Gabriel's kitten. And then Slash, oh, there you go, and that's Hans. And that's a book bag that Benjamin left out. I'm coming for you, Slash. And Hans is off. Oh, Amelia was having a tea party over here, or a picnic. Got the remnants of a picnic. Oh, I see all kinds of good things over here. Here's some kitties on the wood. So this is Franz and Hans. Hans and Franz. Travis named them. How you doing? You climbing? Oh, it looks like we've got a bunch of honeysuckle. Okay, so now this is Slash. How can I prove that? Where's Panther now? Oh, Panther's over there. Yes. This is Slash. Isn't that Slash? That's your kitty. He's not as big as Panther. Yeah? Yeah. Now take him over to Panther. There's Panther. Panther's climbing the tree. These kittens are living their best life, huh? So then this is the other project going on tomorrow. How much sand are we having delivered? 12 tons of sand. Our pool is coming. It's about a week and a half behind when we thought it would be, but that's okay because it's allowed us to get a lot of other projects going, like, hey, let's buy shutters and plants and get that zip tie dome done. But you guys have leveled it here pretty much, right?
It's mostly level.
Mostly level. So it's got to have 4 inches of sand. I've had some questions. Will you still have your awesome 20-year pool warranty if you install it yourself? And yes, we will, as long as it's level, and again, 4 inches of sand. So that's why they're coming tomorrow, delivering all of that. So I'm in the basement now, and no, I'm not taking the hat off. It's an all-day commitment. It will come off when I get my shower. Travis is doing dinner. Kids are running around doing animal chores. I'm gonna milk Jazzy and do a few things here, probably after dinner. And Zion is probably still working on that dome, but I'm gonna set my timer for about 30 minutes. I've just been doing little chunks of time here and there, slowly picking away at this basement, because I feel like it will just be so nice when I have things done down here. But a lot has been done already, and yeah, so let's just see if I can get a few more things done. This is like a third of the basement, so over there, big old pile of miscellaneous things. A lot of things in these boxes were pulled out, and I had 2 teenagers come down here last night and just get things back in the boxes for me, so I can start processing them. So yeah, you'll see, maybe I'm like, which thing do I start on? And then we have this room back here, got my food storage stuff starting around the corner there, but then we've got furniture and camping stuff and pictures. And here is last night, one of the things I just started to do was like, okay, let's just start putting all the empty bins in one pile. So that's what I've been doing. I think tonight I'm going to try to make sense of these shoes. For the time being, I've just been, as we have found shoes down here, I've been putting them on these shelves. A lot of them are probably outgrown. I usually save boots though. Anyway, I think those bags are shoes, so let's get into it and try to make some sense of this at least. And I might have shown this 15 times. Several of you have asked me about my chicken plucker. So this is what I got. It's the Yardbird roaster ready in 15 seconds. This is the chicken plucker that all my friends use, so it's the one that I got. But several of you have asked me, and I think I got this actually on Amazon, because you know I love that one click, or Amazon just hears my thought and click, we order it. You can also order it through Tractor Supply, and I want to say it was about $4.15, all said and done. But you can see some of the process down there and how it washes out. This is kind of like the chicken plucker standard in all the pasture raised chicken groups, etc., that are on Facebook too. And here's my nice shelves Travis has done, and my jars awaiting. And there's the outside canning grill. Over there I've got old jars from now. We're gonna do shelves. We've got another section of shelves for here and for here. So just getting this area set up. Yeah, another day. And we've slowly been doing things like whenever we find life jackets and pool things, lake things, we've been taking these up to get ready for that. Okay, well, this made it pretty easy on me because 2 of these bags were thrift store bags, and then a lot of those shoes I know kids have grown out of, except I saved the boots. I'm still missing one purple snow boot. Hopefully that will show up. No plan here for long-term shoe storage other than, again, when I'm binding them, it gives me a place to put them while I process it. I have been, I know I've mentioned it before, slowly as I clean windows, I've just been taking these dividers out. I'm gonna save them though, holding on to them. But I like seeing out the windows and it's easier to clean. This looks like bedding. Again, we've kind of, as the term goes, cherry picked through a lot of stuff. But this looks like bedding for the girls' room. I could take this up and we can wash it. Okay, at least I got stuck looking through a box of old journals, so at least I'm bringing something empty out. Okay, I'm working on a thrift store pile, various little toy pile, and then keep finding more of our collection from our golden books, and I do have a bookshelf set up for those. Oh no, the lost little kitten, the animals of Farmer Jones. So we've been into another Amelia Bedelia, into some good bedtime reading time with Benjamin, Daniel, and Amelia. They've been piling in my bed every night for stories, so I'll add those to our collection. Well, progress. I've got a pile for laundry, pile of books, filled 2 thrift store bags, bag of miscellaneous stuff. Can't really tell a difference, but little something. It's a little something. Got the shoe shelf. At least there's only shoes we're keeping on it. It's progress. And what does Kimmy on She's in Her Apron say? She says progress over perfection, right? Yes. And then I got some boxes here open real quick. I ordered these from Walmart.com. I wanted to work on my long-term food storage. I read a fantastic book called A Year Without the Grocery Store by Karen Morris, and I'm following her directions in her book. I'm going to have a video coming out on that, so if you don't have her book yet, I'll have the link in the description below to go to Amazon. Again, it's called A Year Without the Grocery Store, and her site is also called A Year Without the Grocery Store. And in that book, she has ideas on how to get 5-gallon buckets for free. She said to ask at the grocery store. It's like their leftover icing buckets. She's got some other ideas though. And store time was limited when I went to get these buckets. Walmart.com had them, so I'll bring them over and let's see if they made it through shipping. Yeah, these are 5-gallon. Looks like they made it. Food grade, safe to use with food. I also ordered the Mylar bags and the oxygen absorbers. There you go. I'm gonna do things like oatmeal and rice and wheat berries and any kind of bulk food items. The idea of long-term storage is things can be kept for 20 to 30 years. I'm new at all of it, so I'll just be sharing, of course, in a vlogging way, like, look at what I'm trying. There you go. Alrighty, so here's dinner that I did not cook, but I did chop the broccoli, and then we got cherries and pork chops from the grill. Yay. Happy next day. Of course, we've got chainsaws going on in the background. We had this sand delivered. Now, 12 tons of sand, I don't know. It just doesn't look like we'll have extra. So Zion he finished our big dome last night, and actually Benjamin's practicing going in and out the door, but this is gonna be a door that flips open for us to get in and out.
So we have the 16-foot dome.
Okay.
We need a 4-foot high by 150-foot roll of chicken wire.
Only one? Or I guess, however, I'll just have to do the math at the store.
Getting more than this wouldn't hurt.
Gotcha.
But
and here's a picture of some in action. Here's the company. Several of you have asked me about the company. So Zion built this in a few hours last evening.
Yes.
Yes.
Simple.
Good job. Good job. Zion said it's simple.
I can do zip ties.
All you need is a 16-year-old and you to do it. I've also... You're Benjamin, yes. I've gotten some Instagram messages about how will it keep predators out. We have Great Pyrenees, and we have not had a big predator problem. It's nice, yes. So we will have it on level ground. It will have chicken wire all around it. It'll have a tarp on the top for weather, and it'll move. And you can look up, Google the term chicken tractor, and it'll just tell you a lot about how they operate. And some folks who need to keep theirs more stationary will dig down in the ground and put wire in the ground. It just depends on what you're dealing with. Now, I also got a message today. Hold on, honey. Wanting to know, what will we do in the winter? Will we shovel snow? We won't be raising meat birds in the winter. I may even use it more as a greenhouse this winter. I don't know. Mommy, come in. Okay. So anyway, lots of info, but this is what we are. Zion come in too. So this is what we are working on today. Now Zion, what's the little white PVC parts there?
Those, once we put on the chicken wire, those are going to be handles for us to pick the thing up.
Okay, so we'll be installing handles. Okay,
yeah.
Good deal. You holding that chickie baby? That's actually a bantam. I'm pretty sure that's a mini chicken. It won't get much bigger. Okay, I'm gonna drag that tub over. It's been, pretty sure last night was our last night brooding our small chicks in the basement. We've got an outdoor enclosure that they can go in. A lot of y'all have asked me what I do with the bedding and such when we're done with it, so I'm gonna show you. So we have a growing compost pile back here behind me, and the chickens get on it and scratch it and kind of spread it around, and I keep piling stuff on it. It's still not getting very big. We add some water to it, we add the animal bedding, we add boxes, I add coffee grinds. A lot of our vegetable scraps though go to our chickens, so that doesn't end up there. And then our rabbit bedding I can put directly on the garden. But slowly and surely we're building a compost heap. Gardening with toddlers. But anyway, I just got all the bedding from the bunny hutch, at least started on the corn, and you just pulled up a plant. Oh, no more. Come on, let's go out. We got to give the bunnies more straw. I think those were 2 zucchinis. Loose toddler. And you lost your shoes. Can tell. Daddy's gone to the store. He went to get us chicken wire for the zip tie dome.
I'm getting ice cream.
You're getting ice cream where?
My ice.
Maybe once I'm done with the bunnies, we will get some popsicles. I just want to show you this afternoon, Zion and Naomi have been working on going around the property and getting more rocks for our rock border here. It's coming along nicely. All right, friends, I might have telltale ice cream sandwich on my mouth. Hope you enjoyed spending the last 24 hours or so with us. I will have another brand new video on Monday, and I will talk with you in those comments below. Coming up for this afternoon, finishing up that zip tie dome and getting the meat birds in it. Bye-bye.